Hey, George Lynch, Legendary Gear. We're out here on the very last day of the season. It's been a rough late season, and I've seen something different than I've normally had seen in the late season. These geese have been very, very tough. It isn't from the lack of numbers. I mean, from Christmas on, we've had a lot of geese, but I've seen that these geese, the calling, there's just not one thing that's working. We've tried no calling. We tried calling hard. We've noticed that calling hard, we did pull some where they slid a little bit closer. But, and then going to our usual aggressive use, sometimes we used to be able to do that aggressive calling and aggressive murmur, I guess would say, and we used to be able to pull them in and finish them. And as soon as we go to hit to that, they pull out of dodge. I mean, these geese act like they've seen it all, heard it all, and that's not what they're wanting. So, we've sat here and we've tried silhouettes. We tried silhouettes with full bodies. We tried all full bodies. We tried mixing them both, which really I never liked, but never found any really true pattern of success with mixing the decoys or however formation of the decoys. But I did notice something that I finally, it's that whole repertoire of the goose vocalization that you know and that you use, and it was basically I hit a little rhythm in that one certain note that was like, you notice it's that change is when that light switch hits and you see a 180-degree different in reaction. And basically what we started doing on these late season geese, and it's just, you gotta finesse them. You stay on that finesse. It's basically, I can't even, once I get on the finesse notes wander off to starting to do a little murmur, fast murmur, trying to get back a little fast bit. No, they booger on that. And it's basically, I'm just doing what I call a spit moan, and just keep dragging that moan to a spit moan, to a little cluck, spit moan cluck, but just working that finesse all the way in. And these geese definitely make it clear that that's the only thing that they're reacting to. And it's always good. It gets frustrating because not every day is 100%. And even you can be a pro and you're still learning new techniques or learning things. But the key is always to keep trying. Don't give up. And look for that light switch. Look for whatever that method you're doing, and it turns that light switch. So I'm going to give you a little example of what I'm doing when I'm seeing these geese. And I'm basically doing this little simple rhythm all the way in. And it's funny, I mean, you sit here and it's basically the basic meat and potato of a goose repertoire, but it's always going back to the basic. There's times, like I said, when we do that fast murmur and that fast calling that guys will say, man, don't sound like geese, but it really seemed to work, and it worked for years. It's not working today, it's not working in this late season. And it's always, you might lose some of those tricks of the things you did in the past, but it seems like it's the basics, the meat and potatoes of the real thing still works. So I'll give you a little rundown, what I call a spit and a spit moan, and kind of in the rhythm of what I'm doing. Simple, basic, and then I stay on that rhythm where that string stays straight. You want that string like you're pulling that kite in, just stay on that rhythm, and I'm staying on that until we grab the gun and we tip their toenails. So good tip for you guys. Always keep trying new things. Don't ever give up. And God bless the United States.